channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Brelynn. In today's video, we're going to do a little rewind. I'm bringing back an old series on my channel called Brelynn's TidBits. I actually believe the last time I did this series on my channel was during 12 Days of Brelynn 2 years ago. So it's been a minute since I've done it. I asked you guys on Instagram if you guys wanted me to bring it back. I don't know what made me think of this. I think I was just going through some of my old videos and I was like, you know what? I should bring that back. I don't really know why I stopped, but I asked you guys to send me your tidbits into my DMs. So this is going to be an ongoing thing if you guys like this video. So if you do like it, make sure you give me a thumbs up and let me know down below in the comments to keep doing them. And if you have any tidbits that you guys would like my advice on, you can of course send them to me in my DMs. They are always open. Just put the first line as Brelynn's tidbits and I will give you guys my advice. And I won't be giving out anybody's names, anything like that. I will just be reading what you guys told me in your messages. So let's see how many we can get done. I don't want this video to be too long, just something like quick and entertaining for us to chit and chat about. And of course, like I said, I always want to be there for you guys if you need me, okay? Big sister Brelynn is here. I got y'all. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started. I was in a relationship with my best friend of 3 years. Long story short, it didn't work out. I thought we'd be better as friends. We haven't talked in a year and I've been thinking of him a lot because I truly miss my best friend. I'm wondering, should I reach out and risk the unresolved drama or avoid it all and leave the past in the past? This is a really good question. I'm gonna call you Shawty, okay? So Shawty, there's a lot of questions that I have, okay? Now, when you guys say that you were best friends, or you're best friends because you were dating for so long, or you guys best friends first and then you dated? You know what I'm saying? Now, I understand and I completely agree that when you're dating somebody, they should be your best friend. And so when you in that relationship, unfortunately, it is like you are losing your best friend. So I definitely see where you're coming from when you're saying that you miss him and that you want your best friend back. However, you have to realize, do you want him back as who he was before you guys were dating, if that was a thing, or do you want him because of like how he was there for you while you guys were also dating? If that's the case, then I would say that you definitely need to leave him in the past, especially if you guys have unresolved drama, because that's just opening up a can of worms that you don't really need. Of course, best friends are like soulmates sometimes, but if this actual guy wasn't your soulmate and you guys have drama or issues, there's always going to be that, you know, just leave that in the past, okay? I think that you can find a new best friend in somebody else. That may sound like really weird, but listen, okay? Beyonce said to the left, we can replace him. So replace him, honey, okay? And you don't even have to replace him with another boyfriend or another guy as your best friend, but maybe just get closer with some girls or something like that. Just find somebody else who can be there for you. I do think it is really important for everybody to have that one person who they can go to, who they can vent to, who actually cares about them, who's checking on them, who really is thinking of them at all times, always has their best interest in mind. And so if you're missing that part, that aspect of a best friend relationship from somebody, then definitely look for a best friend or find a best friend in somebody else. And the best way to get friends is to be a friend. So just be nice to other people, and I believe that you will start to gain, you know, stronger relationships. And when you get another best friend, you won't even be thinking about him as an ex or as an old best friend. So yes, Shawty, I suggest that you leave the past in the past and upgrade, okay? All right, the next one, we're gonna call her Chrissy. I'm literally saying everybody's name like completely not their names, okay? So Chrissy says, hey Brelynn, this is my final year of college and I feel like I'm graduating in a field I don't like and I don't know what to do next. Should I take the GRE and jump with faith or just take a semester off to collect myself? Much love. Thank you so much, by the way. Much love to you as well. I would say take a semester off. And I know that this is very shocking, probably coming from me, because I was so gung-ho to go to graduate school right away, even if it wasn't my first choice or my plan A, which was medical school, as most of you guys know. And when I tell y'all at least once a week, I'm like, why am I here? Why did I do this to myself? Why didn't I give myself a break? Like I feel exhausted, and the only thing that keeps me going is knowing, one, how far I have to go, and I'm like, Jesus, like if I waited any longer, I'd be even more behind than I already am. But at the same time, that one, and two, knowing that I'm about to do, or I am working towards doing what I actually want to do in life. And so for me, that's the only thing that keeps me going. If I didn't know what I wanted to do, then I would have no motivation, because like I'm in like what, the 15th grade? Okay, I probably did my math wrong. No, I did my math way wrong. I'm in like the 17th grade or something like that. It's like, we've been in school for a long time. Okay, people don't really understand, especially when you're out of school for a while, that moment where it's like, yo, you're tired. Like that is, it's so taxing on your mental health, on your physical health, on your strength, on your well-being. Like school is really, really tough. And I would not tell you to go through something that hard for something that may not be worth it at the end. And the only way that it's going to be worth it is if you know that that's what you want to do, at least when it comes to graduate school or beyond. Now, undergraduate, I would just tell you to go in, you know what I'm saying? Just like try things out, because you have 4 years. But a graduate program could last anywhere between 1 year to 5, 6, 7 years. But if you're only going to a program for 1 year, you could be wasting money, you could be wasting time, and you could be exerting a lot of unnecessary energy that could, you know, offset your natural balance and just in the earth. Like honestly, I know I'm probably sounding really dramatic to some people, and to other people they will really understand. I do think that school is important, but I think that you should know what you want to go to school for and why you want to go to school. That way you're motivated when you're in school, because school is hard enough without that extra like, should I really be here mindset. Okay, so just, I would suggest you take a semester off, but I think that you should take a semester off with goals saying like, okay, by this point I'm going to either get a full-time job, or I'm going to take my GRE, or I'm going to apply to schools. You know, I think that a lot of people say that they're going to take a semester off and then they stay off forever. So you want to make sure you don't get stuck, and the best way to not get stuck is to have a plan. So even if your plan is not another school, you can create another plan, even if it's like a temporary plan, or it's like a I'll see as I'm going plan, but you need a plan. Also, I want to just warn you guys that postgraduate depression is a real thing. I know a lot of people don't talk about it, and I don't even really know if I can talk about it, because it's just a lot to it. But I think that that's something that you should keep in mind as well. So you have to fully know what you want and who you are as best as you can before you graduate, because when real life hits you, especially if you don't continue to be in school, if you're in a new environment or a different environment, if you're back in your old environment as a new person, there's a lot of different aspects that come along with post-graduation that people don't talk about. So I would definitely take that into consideration as well when you're thinking about your postgraduate plans. And I wish you the best of luck, Chrissy. Mwah. All right, here we go. Hi, Brelynn. Congrats on the new launch. Thank you, which reminds me, quick pause. If you guys did not know, I have launched my own apparel line, Beauty and Brains Apparel. If you would like to shop, you can click the first link in the description box down below. I don't know why that is so hard for me to say, but yes, you guys can shop Beauty and Brains Apparel right now. Go ahead, check it out, get cute, get glam, and follow us on Instagram at Beauty and Brains. Okay, I am a senior in high school. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't talk about her name. Okay, let's call her Jessica. I am a senior in high school, and I've never had my first kiss, boyfriend, or anything like that. My mom thinks the reason why boys aren't approaching me is because I carry myself differently than other girls and I intimidate them. I wouldn't say I'm thirsty, but I'm curious, especially because love is everywhere, in movies, music, TV, etc. Do you have any advice for me? Aw, Jessica, I totally feel where you're coming from, girl. Wow, that's so crazy. Okay, so here's the thing, right? When I was in high school, I dated around a little bit, but not a lot. And I definitely felt like I didn't date around as much as my friends did. And that's because, same thing, I carried myself differently. Now, you say that you are thirsty for love. Let's not use that word, okay? We are hopeless romantics. And it's like you said, it's really hard not to be a hopeless romantic, because love is everywhere. It seems like love is the answer to all problems. It's gonna make you happy, it's gonna make you thick, it's gonna make your skin, it's and like you said, it's in music, it's on TV and movies, it's everywhere. And so I definitely understand why you want love, but I think that you should just kind of like just take every moment like for what it is. Okay, there's a piece of hair that's like right on, there it is. Okay, I definitely wouldn't rush. I know it kind of sucks that you feel like you're missing out on something, but literally everybody's path is their path for a reason. Maybe you're supposed to, your first kiss and your first everything is going to be your husband. If that's the way that it's supposed to be, then girl, do not question God, okay? Maybe you are so you think so highly of love that God only wants to show you real love. So he doesn't want you to mess around with these F-boys because you don't need any of that. You know what I'm saying? And I think that it's a good thing that you carry yourself in a certain way that people would only want to interact with you if they know that they would want a serious relationship with you. I feel like I definitely carry myself in the same way. I'm hoping that's what you meant. I think that it is. Now, I think that that is really hard to ask for high school boys. Like really, really, really hard. I'm not gonna say impossible, but it's really hard, okay? It's even hard to ask for college students. Like it's gonna be a while until, and I'm not even gonna say it's a while because there are good guys out there. There are guys out there who are on the same mind wave as you, on the same like frequency as you, so it's definitely possible. I don't want you to get discouraged, but you have to stay confident in knowing what you want, so that way you're not like reaching for the first thing. Because you know what it is, a lot of young girls who have similar stories to you, what they end up doing is they are so thirsty for love that the first time that somebody comes and gives them love, no matter how ugly, toxic, bad for them, illegal, whatever they are, you know what I'm saying, they are like obsessed with it because it's the only opportunity that they've had to do what they wanted to do for so long, which is give and receive love. And all love is not good love, okay? So if you want good love, just wait for it. It will come around when it's supposed to come around. I say in the meantime, focus on things that you can control. You can't control meeting somebody, falling in love, meeting your soulmate. You can't control those things, okay? You can put yourself out there. You can be a good person that somebody would want to fall in love with, and you can work really hard to, you know, I don't know, put yourself in great situations like having a job or a degree or a business or, you know, whatever it is that you want to do or like to do. But I definitely would not say, like, if you think that you're thirsty, actually I don't care what you think. If your mom thinks you're thirsty, then you're thirsty, okay? So calm down. You don't want to be so in love with love that you become blind, okay? Because glossy eyes when it comes to love will only lead to heartbreak. So definitely take some time, love yourself, and you could be a hopeless romantic from afar. Don't feel like you're thirsty for love, but you just really love the idea of love, and that's absolutely fine and it's okay. Just know that if you continue to be patient, it will come to you. I promise. Okay, I actually have a lot of Brelynn tidbits in this one. I'm probably not going to do as many in future videos, but I definitely wanted to get all of these out because you guys were nice enough to send them to me for the first time. So our next person, we're going to call her Cassie. Okay, so Cassie says, hey Brelynn, I'm currently dating this guy and we've been dating since the 10th grade. I'm currently a freshman at Hampton University, hey HU, and ever since school started, I've been confused about our relationship. I feel like we're just growing up and need time apart. I'm also waiting until marriage, which he is also, but I feel like he's been more horny than usual and I know I can't do anything about it. I'm basically just asking if I should break up with him or try to keep the relationship going. This is a hard one, Cassie. This is a hard one. Okay, so you guys have been dating since 10th grade, 10th, 11th, 12th, freshman year. Okay, so that's a long time to just be throwing it away. I think that you guys have a lot of history. History doesn't always mean that you have to stay, but I think that you didn't really talk about why you like him or like how he makes you feel, so I don't really know like how you feel in the relationship other than just the sexual aspect. I think that that is like, intimacy is a very small part of what a relationship can be and should be. I think that in today's society it's blown up to be everything when it isn't and it shouldn't be. Personally, that's how I feel. Okay, so I think that what I think is happening is that, okay, you're in college, right? So in high school, hopefully you guys are keeping your relationship just amongst you all, but I know how high school is. Everybody probably always knew you all to be the ones who were waiting, and everybody's always like nudging you, nudging him. And then we got to college. If that continued on, like if people know you and him and they know that you guys are together and that you're waiting, I know that there was a lot of this. And of course in your ear, you're able to just be like, no guys, I'm waiting. But it's hard for guys. It's so hard for guys to hear like, do you know what I would do? And you haven't yet. I know it's hard for him, which is probably why it's coming up a little bit more. It's probably why he's talking about it more, or he's acting differently, because in his mind's probably like, I don't know if I want to wait. And I think that you should start off by having a conversation with him, being like, listen, I've noticed a change in your, you know, behavior lately, and I want to know like, where's this coming from? Like in your mind, like, because he could just be like, I don't know, I'm just more curious now more than ever, or you've just been looking so beautiful now more than ever. You know, just talk to him about it and tell him like, listen, for me, it makes me feel uncomfortable because I want to wait, and you like acting differently makes me feel like you don't want to wait, and this maybe will only work if we both want to wait, and if you don't want to wait, I think I should let you go. That's a conversation that it may be hard to have, but you need to have it, because if you guys are both honest with each other, then you can get the best results. But if he says, no, I really do want to wait, I don't know what's gotten into me lately, can be my accountability partner, then you can be like, yes, I've got you, I will make sure that you don't get this cookie box, okay? And then you guys can just move on from there. So just have a conversation, talk to each other, make sure you are on the same page and you continue to be on the same page, and if you're not, then from there you can decide to take a break. I think that there's nothing wrong with it, but I also don't want you to throw something away, especially if he's like your best friend. You didn't say you loved him, but I don't know. I think that you shouldn't throw away a relationship that long, but if he's making you feel uncomfortable, or if he's pressuring you to do something that you know you do not want to do, then definitely take a step back. But I think that you should have a conversation first before it gets to that point. Good luck. Okay, this is going to be from, I'm going to call her Lucy. First of all, hey girl, I love what you were doing and all of your positive vibes. Thanks, I try. Now I'm in this predicament where my best friend's ex is wanting to start a relationship again with me. Whoa. Your best friend ex wants to start a relationship with you, but again? Last time we did this, by the way, this is all happening 4 to 5 months after they broke up. My best friend found out that we talked, and we had a bestie breakup for a couple of months. Part of me doesn't understand why she's so pressed about the idea of me talking to her ex, especially when she's in a 2-year relationship herself. But the other part of me knows it's kind of wrong and would hate to go through this all again and lose someone who was like a sister to me. What do you think I should do? Lucy, baby girl, let the boy go, okay? Let him go. No, absolutely not. Let me tell you what, it's always bros over hoes, but you know, the female version, I forgot what it, chicks over, come on now, no, absolutely not. We will not choose a guy over a girl. You already know what it feels like to lose a best friend. Do you really want to lose her forever? Just ask yourself that question. Is he, if you had to choose one, is he worth it? Is he really worth, are you gonna marry this guy? Are you gonna be with him for the rest of your life? Because if not, is she gonna be there for the rest of your life? Majority of your life? Longer than he will? Probably so, yes. So you probably should choose her, because one, you're wrong in the situation. Like, I don't know why you're talking about some, I'm in a predicament. Like, girl, I hope you were not talking to him while she was talking to him, because if so, you're double wrong. I don't think that friends should talk to other friends' exes. It doesn't matter if I've moved on. Think about the relationship that you and her have, things that you guys have talked about. Like, some things, even if that person is no longer there for you in that moment, sometimes you can keep what you guys had in the past sacred, but like somebody else involving themselves in what that is, that's just, I just think that that's messy and it's awkward, and I don't think that he's probably worth it. I doubt that he is. There's rarely any guys who are. Yeah, so it doesn't really matter how long ago they broke up. It doesn't matter if she's in a relationship now. If that used to be her boo and is now your boo, you are wrong. So you need to let him go. Absolutely not. And I don't even understand why guys want to do that. Like, you guys do realize that, like, guys talk. Can you imagine what his friends are saying to him in his guy group chat? Like, they're probably hyping him up, like, you the man, you talking to 2 girls. I would never let a guy talk about me like that. Like, no, you will not. Absolutely not. No, absolutely not. No, you have not talked to both me and my best friend. My best friend did not think that you were good enough. That's another question. Why did they break up? I mean, there's a lot of reasons behind it. It could just be their personalities, but if there's anything that has to do with like character, like he cheated or he's not a good listener, if it doesn't work for your best friend, somebody who you get along well with and you cherish her opinion and your relationship with her, why, I'm not gonna say why would it work with you, because it could, but why would you want to find out on your own if it could? You know, I think there are plenty of fish in the sea. Go get you another man that hasn't been your best friend's first. And that's just my opinion on that. Okay, that's just that on that. Alright you guys, so that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed my Brelin's tidbits. Again, these are just my opinions. I'm doing a little bit of disclaimer. If you do not agree with what I said, you can leave what you think down in the comments below. But this is what I think. So go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you like my opinion. And let me know in the comments down below if you want me to continue doing Brelin's tidbits, because this video is kind of fun for me and I liked it. Alright you guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
1, 2, 3,